we got maybe one of the bigger films now. I feel like this was one that everyone was looking forward to. Everybody was looking towards, like, I feel like it was like Tenet and this. Everyone was going, oh, we'll see those, or we'll wait, we'll see those in theaters, and that's just becoming more and more of a pipe dream. It looks like.
Right. What do you think, Rama? Have you heard much about what's going on with this story?
Yes, and thank you for that intro, Amy. That's fantastic. Well, my thoughts are it's tough, right? It's a double-edged kind of sword, and like, yeah, I'm a big fan of theater experiences, but obviously this pandemic, that's not possible, and we feel sorry for the theater businesses. Just there's nothing to do. I mean, until vaccines arrive, there's nothing can be done about it.
Right.
So, but $600 million, wow, that is huge. I don't know. I don't know who will bite that between Apple and Netflix, because that's a big price tag. The thing is, I some of my viewers commented about this. I threw the poll up, like, would you watch it at home? Would you watch No Time to Die at home, or would you wait until it gets theaters when it's safe? And they said, no, I'll watch it at home. I have a 75-inch 4K TV, and some people are lucky to have that kind of home theater system, but
Exactly.
most people don't have it. so
Right.
so there's that conundrum as well. And the thing is, also, Tenet hit select IMAX theaters this past July,
Right.
in August. And as you all know, it only got about $20 million domestically at the box office from a $200 million budget. And they were so stubborn too. Like the Warner Brothers, they're like, no, we just want to have it at IMAX theaters, and we're not gonna do drive-ins. And then once the first number arrives, like, oh snap! All right, well, fine, we'll open it, release it at drive-ins to try to make up the loss. So now other movies, not just Warner Brothers, but Paramount and all the other guys are looking at Tenet and like a case study. Is like, man, I don't want to go through that. I don't want to have that kind of thing for No Time to Die. So that's really in the back of their mind as well, business wise, because if we release it in theaters, if we force it the theaters to release the movies, we're not going to make that much money anyway. So all of this stuff, it's really complicated. As for me, yes, I would want to watch No Time to Die on streaming service, but I don't know which one of them will be willing to buy $600 million price tag.
Right. I heard that two of them have already bowed out. They was like, no, it's too rich for my blood. Not gonna do it. Not gonna do it. I don't know if it mentioned which ones. They said the two platforms that were free,
Hmm.
or I guess that don't charge more. I would assume like Netflix, because they don't do what Disney Plus recently did, like with Mulan, how you're paying for the monthly service, and then to unlock Mulan early, give us another 30 money, please, like another
Yeah.
$30. So I'm assuming Netflix and Hulu might have been the ones who bowed out, or Amazon bowed out.
Well, and it would
But
make sense too, because this is such a financial hit for any of those services that would want to buy this. And I feel like, these services have been pushing more and more and more to becoming essentially independent, not but becoming their own movie production, sort of, like Netflix. I feel like their focus was more and more like, we're not going to have like your favorite TV show on here. We're going to have the next show that has become this like water cooler thing. So I don't know, maybe that's the next step of this, as this pandemic wears on, but it feels like a big financial hit. And I don't know, I mean, I don't have any numbers on what that would look like. I have to wonder how many new subscribers something like that would pull in, because let's be honest, we all either like have Netflix or know someone with a Netflix account we can steal. So if they're making
right.
that kind of investment, what does the payback look like?
I think that's why they went for that that guaranteed profit number. That's $600 million. It's like whether or not this gives Netflix more subscribers at the end of the day. That's not MGM's problem. We got our 600 million. You worry about it now. It's your problem now. Netflix, work on your marketing. So that's the risk, and that's probably why they were like, no, too rich for my blood. Because you're
Yeah.
right. It's all about whether or not it gives them more subscribers, and just gets that money back. Because I know
Yeah.
that Netflix, whether even though they're so successful, they're still kind of in debt. the way they
I
spend and make money is two totally different things.
Yeah, I'm almost shocked like Warner Brothers or something has not, or like MGM, one of these bigger studios has not jumped on just like, here's our streaming platform, like they did with the Trolls movie. Like I feel like there were a couple that did pretty well with just going, you just have to buy it. It's not a paid subscription thing. It's like 20 or 30 bucks and you just have it for, your day or whatever to watch it.
Yeah.
And I feel like that would be an easier way to get the return on investment because I think a lot of people would pay to see this one. It's just, as Disney proved, the fee on top of the subscription really rubs people the wrong way.
Right.
The $600 million price tag is understandable though, because I looked up. Skyfall was the biggest, made $1 billion worldwide, and then
Wow.
Spectre and Solace, Comfort or Solace, whatever the before Skyfall movie was, that made about $600 million also, $500 million. So that's like the range that the Daniel Craig James Bond movies usually makes around that area. So it's understandable, but it's still high according to the standards of streaming services. But to Amy's point, like Disney, as you mentioned, Chris, with Mulan, Disney gets all the net profit for themselves because it's their streaming service. It's their own thing. They don't have to, there's no any strings attached to it. So yeah, if MGM had a streaming service and would like, hey guys, for $30 you can watch No Time to Die. They would not have to have like, hey, would you buy us? But would you buy our film for $600 million? They don't have to do that,
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense. Well, question is, guys, what do you guys think? Was the price too high? Do you think they should go for it? Do you think that the MGM should just wait it out and just take this as a sign? Let's just wait until things calm down. Maybe the numbers of the pandemic will go down, and maybe the theaters will open up again. Let us know what you guys think, and as always, we will put that in the box and talk about it possibly on We Got Your Mail. So, Amy, without further ado, what's the next